By far, this is the worst I've seen. I've been here, I think, since 2002. And I live right around the corner. I've been down here for all the floods. I've never seen anything near this. This is by far higher than it's ever been. And we normally expect cresting of the river and somewhere 10, 12, 13, 14 feet, which is usually an aggravation, but never catastrophic. What I expected was a normal flood. Let's call it a normal flood, nothing of biblical nature. But then as the day wore on Wednesday, the predictions for much more became more apparent. And I guess it didn't sink into us until it was a little too late. We were well into the raining of Wednesday night.
Yesterday, the water was still about waist high when I came down in the afternoon, and secured a couple things that were floating around in our boat bay. And today, as you can see, we're just down here digging out of the mud and cleaning off all the equipment. Last year was my first year at Salle, and in my first year, within the first couple of weeks, there was the tropical storm that came through, and we had some flooding, which was the highest I had seen in a boathouse since maybe back in 1988 when I was actually rowing in high school, but nothing like this. I've never seen anything like it before.
I think the most I've ever seen is maybe 2 feet above the floor, maybe 3 feet. And that's with historical high levels. On Thursday, it was about a foot from the ceiling.
We didn't prepare well enough. We had a couple boats that got damaged because we didn't get them up high enough. For now, it'll mean once we do start to row on the river again, we'll be down 12 seats. Our roster grew this year to 70 athletes right now, so being down 12 seats is going to put a little bit of a pinch in our water time. And it'll take a few days for the river levels to get down to a safe flow rate again. And today and for the next, I'd say, week or so, we're going to have a lot of debris coming down the river. So there's some dangers involved with being out there. So we want to make sure that we're cautious and safe and we stay in until the river's rowable again.
Well, most people know to row from driving by on the Schuylkill. And when they finally get a chance to come in here, they're in awe. They're amazed, and I don't want to say it's nothing special. These are special places, but I mean, we're just everyday people. It's just what we do. There's a lot of history here. There's been people rowing here, since the 1800s. These buildings evolved, where there were just, boats left on the shore to, then they became shacks and, semi-permanent structures. And finally somebody came in and said, look, if you guys are going to put houses here, they're going to have to be constructed properly. And that's what you see today. I think there's 15 houses on the river here that we have. If you look up and down here, everybody's just trying to get their head above water, literally right now, and stabilize what we have. And then once we're stable, then we'll try and get back to some sort of normalcy.
I think it's just going to slow us down. It'll slow us down getting into the fall. But as you know, nothing kind of goes as planned the last couple of years. Rowers are resourceful, and people are, here. All the rowing clubs, all the different schools that row out of Fairmount and up and down Boathouse Row are all pitching in, helping each other out to clean up and try to get us back on the river as soon as we can. So it'll slow us down a little bit, but I think ultimately we'll be back out there and ready to go, when the races start up in October again.